Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Xiao-Fury, the channel. I know I've been late uploading videos, but life gets in the way. Now, I know many of y'all heard the very disappointing news about Vic Mignogna's case and that it was dismissed by Judge Chupp. I mean, ouch. It would have been different if Vic didn't have the evidence needed to prove his innocence, but almost everybody and their grandmothers can see that this case should have been a shoo-in for him. And unfortunately, as I said in a previous video, if he would have won this case, although it's not over because there is the appealing process, but had he won this case, the SJW/Me Too/feminist movement would have taken a really big loss. But unfortunately, looks like the battle rolls on. It's very hard when the justice system is extremely corrupt and on the side of these feminists, whereas all they have to do is make up an accusation. I mean, shucks, with me being a female, I could just point at a man and say that, 50 years ago, he did this and did that. Even though I am 35 years old, the justice system is so stupid that they would still throw the man in prison. That was some hard news to swallow, very upsetting. But even in the midst of this despicable loss, God is on the throne, all right? And I refuse to give up hope on the Lord. Now, as far as this justice system, that I just don't have any faith in at all. But even, despite this despicable news, we still have to keep our heads up. Vic has a lot of support, and I think that his support is going to continue because people, whether you're Christian or not, people are tired of lies. We want the truth, and we're tired of watching innocent men having their lives destroyed because some wicked woman just wants a position, or she wants more money, or she doesn't want a man to be in the way because she's so insecure and feel threatened, etc., etc. I heard that this case took place in Dallas, Texas. I am just extremely disappointed in this state. Bible Belt, conservatives, and don't mess with Texas, and etc., etc. I apologize to everyone who believe that Texas is this rough, tough place. No, it's just a giant sister to California, all right? Unfortunately, this state is becoming weaker and weaker, and the liberals are taking over, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that we should forfeit the fight. Because, unfortunately, things are going to get worse, especially with a case like this. Now, I am hoping and praying that the appealing process goes well. Me personally, I hate appeals because it's just another waste of time, in my opinion. But sometimes they work. But I think, if I were Vic, I would definitely be preparing for, having a plan A and a plan B. In the case that, the case just doesn't go anywhere from here. I wish he can hear this video. Because, Vic, as long as you trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding, you will be fine. Now, as Christians, of course, I've explained this in the other video, we especially have to get ready for this type of persecution because it will continue as long as we continue in the ways of Christ. So, bad news. The great overrated state of Texas is not all that it's cracked up to be. But even still, the fight continues. There will be victories. There will be defeats. But the war wages on. Because God will checkpoint every evildoer, okay? So I know the Kick Vic side, they're probably, having a blast right now. They're probably boasting and etc., etc. But get your laugh on, ha ha ha. You won for now. But I know that God said that He avenges and He will repay. And you don't want to fall in the hands of an angry God. So folks, I'm going to cut this video short for right now. I do apologize for the late updates. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my page here at YouTube. There are a lot of things I can do, but I don't particularly trust YouTube as much as Facebook and Twitter. I don't have a Twitter. I closed my Facebook account. It's just becoming very difficult for Christians, Republicans, conservatives, or anyone who has common sense nowadays. That's how dreadful the left is. They don't want no type of truth to be revealed. So if you make sense, yes, if you say 2 + 2 is 4 to somebody who believes in Common Core, yeah, and if you're at Twitter, you might lose your account. Why? Because you told the truth. But God is good anyway. And I will talk to you all later. Thank you very much. Sound like Brie Larson there. Ugh. Good evening, folks.